Hey up guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Game of Thrones Season 8 Episode 1, Winterfell. Oh my god, I love this series so much. This is the final season of it, this is the beginning of the end, and it's been such a massive pop culture juggernaut, this show. And yeah, because it's the last one and it's going to be so damn epic, I wanted to document my thoughts and feelings towards the last season, because who knows how long it will be until we get a show as big and as grand and as zeitgeisty as Game of Thrones. So this video I'm going to be talking about Winterfell, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and yeah, these episodes will probably all rank very highly in some of the best episodes of Game of Thrones that I've ever seen, because it's all coming to an end. Oh god, even saying it just makes me so sad. Why does it have to end? But I digress. Let's talk about Winterfell. What's good about it? I think the episode overall did a very serviceable job. It did what it needed to do this episode, because we haven't had Game of Thrones on the telly for 2 years, and yeah, a lot of people probably forgotten where all the characters are and what they're doing, and this episode basically served as the exposition, as to sort of remind us where people are and what's about to happen. This episode is a lot of setup really for what's to come over the next few episodes, because majority of the characters are in Winterfell, a handful of them in King's Landing. This episode, Winterfell, is almost like a parallel version of the first ever episode of Game of Thrones, when Robert Baratheon and Cersei made their journey to Winterfell, and this time, instead of those two, we've got Jon and Daenerys showing up, two different kings and queens making their arrival at Winterfell. There's also the reveal of incest in a sense, you know how when Bran discovered Jaime and Cersei, well, the truth bomb at the end of this episode was when Jon learned about his true lineage from Samwell, that he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, making him the rightful heir to the Seven Kingdoms, which is very exciting, because it's going to be interesting to see how Daenerys copes with that news bomb now that she knows that Jon is a threat to her claim to the Iron Throne. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if she's happy about it, if she's not. Maybe they could rule together. There are hints that Davos was saying that a proposal is what he was proposing, and that them being married and ruling together might be the best thing for the Seven Kingdoms. So they're hinting at that, but this is Game of Thrones, and like what Varys says, nothing lasts. So I think the showrunners are preparing us for some heartbreak. This episode had a lot of reunions. We had Jon and Arya, that was probably my favourite. They haven't actually seen each other since, what, the second ever episode, and you know, that lovely scene where Jon gave her needle sort of comes full circle as well here. And then we had Sansa and Tyrion, former husband and wife, haven't seen each other since Joffrey's murder. Nice little throwaway line about, they had its moments with the Purple Wedding. And then we had Arya with both the Hound and Gendry, and those were both lovely, beautiful interactions. Like the Hound saying Arya was just a cold little bitch was his way of saying, yeah, I still like you, even though you left me to die on that hill with a broken leg and took my money. And then there's the Gendry saying, my lady. Oh, little throwback there. It's a nice episode for Arya, because you got to see so many people from her past again. And the other reunion is another one that we haven't seen since the very first episode, and that was the last shot between Bran and Jaime. Oh, it was great to see Jaime. Did anyone else think it was going to be Melisandre getting off that horse? Because at first I thought it was going to be her getting off the horse. Then they took the cloak down. I was like, oh, it's Jaime, cool. And then, awkward. Yeah, just seeing Bran staring across the courtyard, just like, oh, hello, old friend. I know what you did to me. That's going to make for some fun, awkward conversation next episode. But to be honest, I don't think Bran is going to care that Jaime pushed him out the window, because he's not really Bran anymore. He is the three-eyed crow or raven. The dead are on their way. Is he really going to care? Bigger picture. My god, let's talk about Bran though. My god, what a buzzkill. We've had Bran the Builder and now Bran the Buzzkill. My god, is he an awkwardly bad character now? All he does is stare and talk in such a monotone, bland, boring demeanor. And yeah, I used to love Bran in the first few seasons, but I've just slowly grown to hate him as a character, because he's just so boring. He's dull as bloody dishwater. I have no love for him anymore, which just really sucked. All he does is stare. Oh, Bran's staring at Sansa. Oh, Bran's staring at Tyrion. Oh, Bran's staring at Jaime. It's so much staring. I'm glad we saw Cersei again and her reunion with Euron and the Golden Company. What was the deal with the whole elephant thing? My god, it just felt so clunky when they were like, I was looking forward to seeing those elephants. It's just like, yeah, so weird. It's just like, what were the writers thinking? It's just like, it's this whole need to get all meta. It's like when Davos said to Gendry, oh, I thought you might still be rowing. But yeah, that was one of my negatives. It's just this feeling that the writers need to like, wink wink nudges, like these things aren't happening. We spent all our money on the new title credits, which are gorgeous, but we can't afford to put big CGI elephants into it. Don't make promises you can't keep, guys, because you tease us elephants, we want the bloody elephants. Before I jump into more of the negatives, did anybody else catch the subtle reference to Ed Sheeran when Bronn was in the whorehouse brothel? And one of the girls says, oh, remember that Eddie, the ginger? Yeah, he came back with his face bit off and his eyelids were gone. I was just like, are they talking about Ed Sheeran? Because I'm pretty sure that is what they're saying. Is this another way of Dan and David saying, oh, we're sorry for the whole Ed Sheeran thing? God, that is just such a tainted stain on the legacy of Game of Thrones. It's just every time I see that scene, I want to just go, oh, no, why are you here? But yes, the Bronn thing. I do not like the Bronn thing. Like, I was like, Bronn should have died last season. Now they decided to keep him around because he's been a fan favorite since, season 1. And it sucks that they've taken this route with Bronn because he has always been a sellsword, but he's always been sort of a reluctant sort of hero. And yes, he does act selfishly and for money. He is motivated by money and gold, but at the same time, we've watched him, most of his journey has been about him being with Tyrion and Jaime and his own personal character development, developing brotherly bonds with them. And this has been wonderful character development for Bronn, and I've enjoyed watching him become sort of a better man, if you will. I mean, he is a bit of a scoundrel, but I just don't buy this whole, oh, he would, sell his soul to Cersei for a wagon of gold in order to kill Jaime and Tyrion with the crossbow that Tyrion used to kill Tywin Lannister. Poetic justice, maybe, but it just feels a bit lame, to be honest. Just like, this is the best thing they could come up with for Bronn's character arc. And it makes me dislike his character, that the writers are eradicating all this lovely character development we see with him. It doesn't feel right, I don't like it, and I wish they hadn't gone this route. The other thing that didn't agree with me in this episode was the cheesy rom-com Hollywood tandem dragon ride between Dany and Jon Snow. And I mean, it was nice to see Jon get on a dragon, but it was so silly. I mean, it was just very cheesy, just like watching him flail around, it was like almost falling off. God, it's just thinking about it now, it's so dorky, and it could have been such a nice moment to see Jon get on a dragon for the first time, mid-battle and stuff, and fighting with Dany, but no, they went the cheesy rom-commy way. Oh God, and I just remembered, when they get off the dragons, and Jesus, there's that moment where Drogon's just staring at Jon Snow as they're making out, and it's just really, really cheesy. I'm like, no, why? It was so unnecessary, so meme-worthy as well, just flaring the nostrils as well. Just like, really, guys? And then there was that other scene in the Umber Castle where we see Tormund and Ed screaming at each other as they come around the corner. That was like a bad horror movie. It's just like, bruh, kill him, he's got blue eyes. I've always had blue eyes. I did like that line, I'm not gonna lie, but just why are we having these silly moments? It's not needed. It's just, no. We don't need that for comedy in Game of Thrones. It's just bad. But I will say I did like the symbolism of the Umber kid nailed on the wall, screaming with the limbs all lit in fire. That was a really lovely bit of symbolism. Again, going back to the first episode as well, the whole spiral. We also got the reunion with Yara and Theon. Looks like she's heading back to the Iron Islands, and now Theon is going to help in Winterfell and regain some honor and be with his other family, his adoptive family, the Starks. So yeah, that was a nice moment of redemption for Theon. Feels like he's coming back into himself more now. He's taking control of who he is, starting to grow a pair of testicles, metaphorically speaking, of course. So yeah, it's nice to see that progression with his character. This whole line, the throwaway line that Yara said about, having a place to retreat if they can't keep Winterfell, does make me think that Winterfell is going to be demolished. I just don't know if, the living are going to succeed at Winterfell. It just seems like they're hinting that Winterfell will fall. And that is what I'm thinking, because there was a few lines, just a few little clues in there. I'm like, are they actually hinting that, you know, Winterfell isn't going to be left standing? Because this humongous army is on its way, and can the North hold the North? Oh yeah, there was that scene between Samwell and Daenerys, and it starts off lovely, like she thanks him for curing Jorah of Grayscale, and then it takes the really sad turn when Sam learns that Daenerys had executed his dad, Randall Tarly, and also brother Dickon, which was really sad for him to learn, even though his father was a bastard, he was still quite close to his brother. But it was interesting because the very next scene, that's when Samwell goes to tell Jon about his parentage, and that Daenerys doesn't have a strong claim to the throne as much as Jon does, because he is half dragon, half direwolf. It made me think, is Samwell doing this because he wants Jon to be king, or is he doing it because he doesn't like Daenerys because she executed his dad and brother? Not sure, but yeah, the truth is coming out, and it'll be interesting to see how Daenerys reacts to this news in the next episode when she learns that Jon has a better claim to the throne than she does. Guessing next episode we are going to find out that Dany is pregnant as well. Like, I think that is going to be the big reveal next episode, because we've been teased about it last season, or want to see how it unfolds. So I think, yeah, we're going to find out that Dany is pregnant with her nephew's baby. But all in all, guys, I did enjoy this episode for what it was. It reminded us of where the characters are, set the tone of the season, and got the exposition out of the way. It is a lot of setup, but it was done well. There were some lovely moments in it, particularly with the reunions between Arya, with all of her people, Tyrion and Sansa. The ending got me excited to see the whole Jaime Bran confrontation. And even though the dragon ride thing was cheesy, you know, I did enjoy the visuals, I enjoyed the music in that scene, and it was lovely to see. So yeah, the episode does have its moments where I'm just like, ugh, like with Bronn and the dragon staring at Jon as he kisses Daddy, and yeah, anything to do with Bran really, it just makes me sad. But yeah, I think this was a very solid episode. What did you guys think of this episode? Would love to hear your theories as to where it's going, what's going to happen in the next episode, whatever you think. Be sure to let me know in that comment section down below. If you guys do like my content, please don't forget to click subscribe, because the North remembers, alright? And yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you can find all that information in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, pop culture, and Game of Thrones, I'm Winterfell, and I'll see you next time.